Hi, my name is Michael Maxey, and I'm the Executive Director of the Marie Maxey Foundation, a 501c3 local nonprofit that's promoting improved education outcomes for Hispanic youth. I want to thank you for letting me speak. I want to also thank you for the revision that was made to the 2021 budget, eliminating the real estate tax increase and the admissions tax. Unfortunately, I also realized that with that revision, there was a cut of $78 million that was going to go from the county to the public school system. We need that money. We don't need to raise real estate taxes, I don't believe, but I think there are other ways to find support that we need for our school systems. And I want to talk about that tonight and just go over some information and some ideas. Basically, the purpose of what I want to talk about tonight is the impact of immigration on communities. For Fairfax County, we've had around 1,300 children. These are unaccompanied alien minors that have been placed in the county in the last 4 years. And they are placed here by the Office for Refugee Resettlement. And they're going through immigration processing. And as they're going through that, they're placed with a sponsor. Normally, it's a relative. And so the kids are here. They're under 18 years of age. They're required by state law to be in school, and we want them in school. When you do a multiplication of the number of students and the cost per child, it comes out to around $62 million a year is what's being impacted in terms of our education system. When you look at the whole region, I'll go through that for Washington metro area and also for the other parts of the country. There's an opportunity, I believe, to pull people together in a coalition to engage with Congress about support that we need for our communities impacted by immigration. And that's what I want to talk about. Basically, the three issues that I'm looking at are irregular migration is affecting 5 metropolitan areas. That's California, Texas, Florida, Washington, D.C., and New York, New Jersey. Since 2016, there's been 76,440 youth that have been sent into these areas, and that's from the Office of Refugee Resettlement, the Department of Homeland Security. They're in school, they're required to by the states, and the cost is around $1.2 billion a year. In terms of quickly through the states, overall impact in the D.C. area is 17,000 children have come in. It's around $291 million impact per year, and it's affecting 8 congressional districts. For California, it's 10,400 children at a cost of $108 million a year, primarily in Los Angeles County. 18 congressional districts are being impacted. Florida, almost 13,000 children, $165 million cost. 15 congressional districts are being impacted across the state. Impact is felt. Texas, 16,345 youth have come in the last 4 years. Annual cost is $189 million for education. Harris County is particularly impacted, but Travis and Dallas also have an impact. 12 congressional districts are impacted by this migration. New York, 13,500 youth. There's 25 congressional districts that have been impacted. The cost is around $451 million a year. There's a higher education cost generally in New York, New Jersey, and that's the reason it's such a higher rate. Call to action. There are 3 actions that we're asking Fairfax County to take the lead in. Number 1, we're asking that the county coordinate with other metropolitan areas to finalize the analysis of the impact of immigration on our school systems. Number 2, determine the level and type of assistance needed. And number 3, develop a unified message to Congress. The second part of this process would be the establishment of a coalition of local governments to create a dialogue with Congress, to inform them of our issues, quantify the resources needed, and request additional federal support for our public school systems. There's 70 congressional districts impacted by this issue. We believe that would allow for the development of a constituency that could really make something happen and provide support to our schools. We're asking you to take a proactive and coordinated action. We really want to prevent increases in real estate tax. We want to find ways that if others are needed to support that they can. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for letting me present. Also, I want to just recognize Antonio Roballo, a summer intern last year that helped with the analysis on this work. I really appreciate it. Take care.